So guys, before we get to the topic of the day, I want to put out a quick disclaimer because today it has been raining really heavily. So, and also a couple of things were going on. So by the time that I shoot this video, um, it's a bit of an unpredictable condition going on outside. So that might actually interfere the audio in the in this video, so the audio part of this video. So I'm trying my best to avoid any inconvenience, but I have to put that disclaimer up front just so you guys do not get too annoyed with the video, if you know what I'm saying. So enjoy the video, or try to enjoy the video at least. What's up you guys? Good morning, good evening, whatever applies to you. Hope you're staying safe, and today I'm gonna talk about a post-relapse routine for you guys to get your head straight, right? A relapse is first and foremost a really depressing situation to be in, right? You build up this no fap streak or semen retention streak or whatever you want to call it. You build that up to a decent level, and just you went on and a mistake happened, and you went on and crashed everything up, and now you are in a very sticky situation, right? So no judgments passed. I myself have been struggling with this for years. I built up a couple days streaks, dropped down, rinse and repeat. I did not have that drive to really put together a decent streak, right? So I get what where you are coming from. I've been there myself. So since I had all this experience, I do like to think that I know a thing or two about relapse and getting back on the wheel. And I have multiple unsuccessful attempts. I've had multiple unsuccessful attempts throughout the years. So another disclaimer, is that this protocol is for someone who has been developing that developing that ability and has put together a decent streak, at least a couple weeks, and then crashed in a really big way. So I advise you guys to not crash in a really big way. In the video that I posted 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. So in that video, the video where I talk about how to assess, evaluate and prevent a relapse, I will link that down below. So in that video, I advised you guys to not do that, to not crash in a really big way and have multiple load bustings, so to speak. But you guys went on and did it anyway. So now it's my job to clean up the mess that you made, just so you can keep on with this journey. Again, no judgments made, because I've been there myself for years, right? And I put together this routine just so you can get on your track faster and progress from there. So let's just get into the video. So the routine is gonna be about a week long, right? So in this routine, the first day protocol is gonna be a little bit of a special one, right? So in that protocol, the first day is kind of pretty straightforward, right? The link that I'm linking down below will have the initiative for this protocol, right? So basically what you have to do is the second, third and fourth step of that video, right? Of the video that I'm linking down below. Once you started following that, you are on your way to, sort of rewire your brain and get on the track faster, right? So go watch that video as well, because for one, it's gonna help me out, right? It's gonna help me out. I'm not gonna bullshit you and say that, this is all about you, yada yada yada. It's gonna help me out, and it's by that helping me out, it will help you out as well, because I'm gonna keep putting forward these videos. I'm gonna get better and better. I'm gonna use better technology. I'm gonna use better everything, right? So it's like this mutual helping. You watch my videos, you give me the views and things like that, and in return you get valuable information and valuable strategies to stick to your semen retention journey, your NoFap journey, right? So definitely watch that video, and then I will move on to describing the follow-up steps of this routine. But wait, there's more. It's like one of those stinking infomercials, right? So you basically fried your reward centers up by that relapse, right? That's a proper relapse we are talking about. That may have lasted for a couple of hours, maybe days, or quite possibly even weeks. Like sometimes you just crash and crash hard, and it takes days or even weeks to get up on your feet, right? So with this routine, with the routine that I'm about to discuss, I'm about to explain to you guys, there are absolute no-nos, right? These things are the things that you should avoid like the bloody plague, basically. So the first thing is that you shouldn't be consuming any digital entertainment, right? Any digital entertainment. No songs, no songs, no gaming, no films, no TV series, nothing, right? That's one. And two, no social media, right? Absolutely no social media, unless here's the exception. I'm gonna cut a little bit of slack for you. Here's the exception. If it is either work related or academics related, in those two scenarios, and only in those two scenarios, you are allowed to use your social media. Please do keep yourself accountable on that social media thing, right? So the third thing, moving on to the third thing that you should never ever do in this protocol is consuming refined sugars and refined oils, right? Absolutely no. And the fourth thing is not consuming any processed food or any junk food of any kind, right? So that's the fourth thing. And the fifth thing is no pornography or masturbation, like obviously, right? So that's the most obvious one. And also no drinking, no smoking, that sort of thing. Absolutely not. Those things are the things that you should be avoiding like the plague. And also I almost forgot one thing, which is no stimulants. No stimulants of any kind. That's also important. So does this sound like a boring day to you? I would say yes, but there's always surprises, right? There's always surprises in a video like this. So let me just knee you in the face while you are down like Pertean style. I just butchered that name. By the way, I suck at pronouncing those names. Anyway, in any case, all jokes aside, That's that's the basic protocol you should be following for all 7 days, right? The 7 day protocol for all that 168 hours, you should be following all those things to a T. But this is not all. This is not all for nothing. This is not all a loss, right? It's boring. It's gonna be boring, but let me tell you a couple of things that you must do, and these things might make this process a little bit more exciting for you, right? So let me break down those things for you. So there's a list of things that you must do as well, right? This is just getting better and better, right? It's just getting better and better. So let me explain the list to you, then you might find it a little more interesting. So here's the first thing that you should do, like that you must do, not should do, in this protocol, right? The first thing is the morning cold shower. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot tell the importance. I cannot stress the importance of this enough, right? So definitely do that. But also here's the thing. While you are doing that, this is what you should do. Aim for a number of seconds that is really challenging for you for the first day. That is a decent challenge for you for the first day, and then at least match that number on the second day, or possibly even break that number on the second day, and do the same for the third day, fourth day, fifth day, all the way to the seventh day, right? And also after that, here's another very, very important thing that you should do, which is morning breath work, right? At least you should do breath work and cold shower. You should at least do once a day. Ideally twice a day, but at least once a day, right? With the breath work, you can choose a protocol that fits you. Personally, I'm not promoting any kind of protocol. These are the protocols that I follow personally. One, Wim Hof breathing, and two, 4 seconds in, 4 seconds hold, and 8 seconds out. Those are the preferred methods that I personally follow, but you don't have to follow the exact same methods. You can follow any method that you are comfortable with and that you can stick to on a daily basis. And moving on to the third thing that you must do in this protocol. I don't know why I keep saying should do. You must do in this protocol is doing your morning cardio routine, right? That's really important. But here's the thing. Again, I'm not forcing you to do a specific kind of cardio, a specific type of cardio. Stick to whatever the cardio that you feel most comfortable in, as long as it is challenging you, it is a decent challenge for you, and it's not putting your physical health at risk in any way, shape or form. That's where the real money is. For instance, if you are at a relatively healthy weight, you might be able to jog. But if you are morbidly obese, jogging is just off the books, right? Jogging, jumping jacks, all sorts of cardio that put a lot of strain on your joints and the shear on your joints. Those things are not for you if you are morbidly obese, right? So just be aware of those kind of things, but definitely do your morning cardio. Just stick to a routine that challenges you, and at the same time not putting your physical health at risk in any way, shape or form. And also the fourth thing that you must do, I finally got it right, that you must do is weighted training, right? It can be like bodyweight calisthenics. If it's challenging enough for you, go for it. If you prefer that protocol, go for it. And you can follow whatever the protocol you would like, as long as again it challenges you enough, and it doesn't put you in a physical risk, right? So that's the guideline that you should follow, and I'm a huge advocate in this case for this specific reason, for this specific scenario. I'm a huge advocate of metabolic training, right? So that's the fourth thing that you should basically do, right? And then there's another thing that you should do, which is putting your phone in grayscale mode, right? Do that. That's an absolute must, right? I cannot stress enough the importance of this factor. But there's not much else to say about that. Also, actively practice mindfulness. Just try to focus your mind on the task at hand, right? Try to give all your focus to that one specific task without letting your mind run all over the place, like basically like a headless choke, right? Don't do that. Just try to focus. Try your absolute best to focus on the task at hand. Practice mindfulness actively. This is not something that you should do only in this protocol, but specifically in this protocol you should emphasize this a lot more, right? So those are like the must do things, and here are some honorable mentions or things that you can earn bonus points from, if you will. One, you can do intermittent fasting or time restrictive eating, right? Just to challenge yourself in a different way. Again, I'm not giving medical advices. If you do have a medical condition that sort of pushes you into a realm that makes intermittent fasting hard, then you should consult your physician or your medical professionals first before you start intermittent fasting, right? I'm not giving out medical advices whatsoever. I'm just telling you a different way, a different tool you can use to challenge yourself. And also here's even more bonus points. If you can do the same thing, do the same intermittent fasting kind of routine with your digital devices as well, or better yet, just get rid of those digital devices for that week. Don't just smash them with a hammer or something like that, but just get rid of those things for that week, right? So those are the things that you can sort of do to really hone in everything and just earn some bonus points, earn some potential bonus points from. So yeah, that's basically the routine. So this might sound like a lot to do within a week, right? Within a 7-day period, this might sound like a lot to do, a lot of restrictions to put yourselves through, right? But here's the thing, trust me on this one, you are gonna feel much better after this week is dealt with, right? You're gonna feel much better. I can guarantee you that. You are gonna feel much stable mentally, you're gonna feel a lot clearer mentally, and all those benefits. So push through it, right? But here's a kicker. There's always a kicker. You might be dealing with a lot of really annoying things throughout this protocol, like headaches or a ton of boredom that you have nothing to do with. So for that boredom, I suggest you to incorporate whatever the activity you like, right? Whatever it is, as long as it serves a purpose, you can incorporate that activity into your routine, right? That's what you should do to boredom. And for headaches and things like that, you can use a painkiller, like an over-the-counter painkiller. Not a big deal, right? um that's basically it. And also, here's another advice, that I will link another video below where I talk about how you can gauge the productivity of your activities, actions, and basically a thought process to gauge that. Definitely watch that as well, because that's gonna help you out even more, right? And like I mentioned before, it's gonna help me out to help you guys out as well. So definitely watch those videos, and other videos as well, because no video that I've made this far is just junk, right? None. There's always a purpose behind every single video I made, so make sure that you check all those things out. Like I said, it's gonna help you out a lot. With all that said, I'm gonna end the video right here. It's been relatively a long video, so I'm gonna end the video right here. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that your group stuff. Help me out to grow this channel more, just so I can reach out to more people and share this message with more and more people. Right? That's the end goal of mine. That's the purpose of this channel. That's the main goal of this channel. So help me out in doing so by liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all that YouTube stuff. So I'm going to end the video right here. Until next time, I'm High Value Guy, and may the Triple Gem bless you.